Hello everybody, welcome back to Motorsport Manager. My name is Jack and today we have got the British Grand Prix for you. We had the Beijing Grand Prix, we've seen in China. It went interestingly, to say the least. Duggan came 7th and George Russell crashed, but George Russell crashed with Crone, who's at Cosworth, so it could have been worse. So Beijing, he was like 5th at the time as well. Beijing didn't end. We still got points. Which still sees us top of the drivers or the constructors standings, with Georgie Russ in 2nd and the drivers and Duggan in 8th. So it's all looking fine and dandy. But today we have got the British Grand Prix, and hopefully Georgie Russ can bring it home for the boys. This is home Grand Prix. What was I doing? I can't remember what I was doing. We've got a new sponsor. Boeing. Boeing. Well, I'm going to say Boeing now. It's quite clearly Boeing. Boeing. Jesus Christ. We got a new sponsor. We're going to get another one after this race as well. We're running very low on money. Still haven't built any parts and whatnot. It's raining. Quite quality. Still haven't built any parts, so as standard. But remember, we're going to do this race. And then the next race on camera will be the last race of the season. We're going to have 2 races in between. So hopefully we can, pick up, I think on the stream, if I remember rightly, when we got promoted from Formula 3 last time when I was doing my 24-hour stream, we got a 1-2 in Britain. So, that was awesome. And that's what pretty much won us Formula 3 at the time. So fingers crossed we can do something very similar this time and get some decent amount of points, and then we can fly at the top of the grid, because I don't want to go into the last game of the season or the last race of the season needing to get points, because obviously it's double. I'm assuming it's still double points last race of the season. So fingers crossed we can do it. We're going to do practice, we're going to do quali, and then we will be back with you for the race. I'll see you in a second. Right then, practice and quali done. As you can see, we'll finish 1-2 in practice and then 1 and 3 in quali. We've smashed this weekend. Hopefully we can bring that to the race as well. Because, what I've seen over practice and qualifying, we simulated it, so it doesn't really matter. But what we've seen is excellent. Absolutely excellent. Let's jump straight into the race. I think on both cars we've got 2 excellents and a great as well. So we couldn't have asked for any more than that. What I'm tempted to do is go for a different strategy on Duggan, because I believe you could do a no-stopper here on mediums, but we didn't work on mediums. It's tempting, but it's also Britain. It's going to rain, so we're not going to do that. It's good job. Good job I pointed that out. We might as well use up a different tyre, like an already worn tyre. And then when it rains, I don't know if it's going to rain completely or what, but we might as well use the worn tyre, and then when we can go back onto the super softs, if we ever are able to, we can then have a proper, fully fledged working tyre, if that makes sense. So 1st and 3rd on the grid. No doubt someone's going to go straight to the back of the grid, because it usually happens. But look at that. 1st and 3rd, and the 2nd place is Marta Garcia of Cosworth. Where's Crone? Crone's letting the side down here. Where is she? Oh, she finished right at the back of the grid. Oh god. Okay. Here we go. The British Grand Prix. We've been here before. We've done fantastic things here. Can we get a good start? No, George Russ has just stalled it, and Duggan's gone into the back of him. Brilliant, great start. But Duggan's just gone through. I don't know what's happened there. She's run wide again. She's had a terrible time on video lately. She's once again to the back of the grid. She's just, I don't know what happened there at all. But once again, for the 2nd video in a row, Duggan has just gone to the back of the grid after a horrendous mistake. It's just not a great time for her. It's a good job she's cheaping as a 2nd driver. Happy to be a 2nd driver, because I might be thinking about getting rid of her fairly soon if she kept on doing that. But that's fine. That's fine for now. Georgie Russ, he's in third, so he's kept up to the top of the grid, so that's fine as well. We just need to keep an eye on the weather. That's all I'm worried about, the weather. Because, what was that, 6 laps in, 7 laps in? It's going to get a little bit tasty. What? Oh, he cut a corner, that's why he's third now. Could he get out of our way, mate? So, I mean, he's getting a drive-through penalty, this Nanini. But he needs to jog on. Basically, get out of my way. We might as well push these tyres, you know. We might as well push these tyres because they're going to be... we're going to get rid of them soon. So we push the tyres. Should we go attack? We'll attack them until they, you know, get to a good warmth. Let's go to a higher speed, and we can get this over and done with, and get to the wet period, because that's when it's going to be interesting. The wet period. We're all looking forward to that. Georgie Russ fighting for the 3rd place. Hopefully he can get there, but it looks like it's going to be a steady incline of wet weather. Don't know if it's going to get to fully wet. That's something to worry about for the future, but we're still attacking the tyres. I'm keeping an eye on the temperature of the tyres. Georgie Russ is in 5th. Duggan is in 20 or 18th now because someone just died. Someone just completely died on the. He got a puncture on the tyre, I believe, and we're looking good. We're looking good. Oh, Georgie Russ is looking good. Duggan not so much at the moment. Just keep an eye on the weather. Keep an eye on that weather. When's the grip going? If we can time this right. I'm going to bring Duggan in a little bit earlier, I think. Yeah, bring her in a little bit earlier. So Georgie Russ can have another... Because then if everyone else around pits, and Georgie Russ might be able to have another lap on the super softs and maybe get away with it being grippy. We're going to pit Duggan this lap, even, for the intermediates. I don't know if it's going to get fully wet. We can't really tell. It doesn't look like it's going to get fully wet just yet. So we'll just put her on the intermediates for now. And then Georgie Russ can have another lap after this one. And we'll just drop those down. Have another lap after this one. People pitting in, so no one else is pitting in. None of the top 3 are pitting in quite yet. Right. I don't think anyone's pitting in quite yet. Oh yeah. Okay, we're cancelling the pit. No one else is pitting in, so I feel like it's good. We'll do another lap. We'll do another lap, and then now, oh, is she past the pit stop? Make sure she's past the pit stop, and then we'll put her in for intermediate tyres. Go on. Then Georgie Russ can have another lap. Then. Oh, it's getting damp now. See, he would hold her up. That's the only issue I'm seeing here. Let's go back to see Georgie Russ. He is sitting in 3rd. We could pit him, but I feel like if we pitted him, he would hold up. Because it's like a 12 seconds. Yeah, he would hold up Duggan, and we don't want that. So do another lap, mate. And then come in for intermediates. Overcutting everyone slightly by the looks of it. But Duggan's in the pits. She is also in 23rd. Was that? Can this bit jog on? 23rd place. Okay. Did Crone come in for softs again? Georgie Russ is in the pits then. Where's he going to come out? That is the question. 8th. 6th. 4th. 2nd. 3rd. I don't know what happened there. But loads of people pitted again there. And 3rd and 15th. So we haven't really lost a place. So that's good. That's good. I like that. So it didn't really make a difference whether we pitted in a lap before or not. But Duggan's 15th now, so she's gained a lot of places. So that's good. That is good. But the problem is Garcia is the one winning at the moment. And she's the Cosworth car. Which is something that we do not want. It looks like it's going to be steady increase. But it looks like it might be raining for the entirety of the race now. Just need to keep the tyre temperatures up. Who's that behind us? Edgar is behind us. It's going alright though. It's going alright. Duggan's just had a terrible time of it on camera. And off camera, Georgie Russ crashes. So it's always good. But hopefully, if Georgie Russ can get a podium here, it's fine that... Where's Crane? Crone's last, so Crone's just out the race completely, which is good. Oh my god. That guy he tried to send it, Edgar tried to send it, and completely lost it in this wet weather. Can't be doing that, lad. You cannot be doing that. That is, like I said, tried to send it, forgot to turn. And now we've got clear daylight between us and where did he end up? 8th. Madness. Absolute madness. We are 11 seconds behind Garcia and 6 seconds behind Sargent. Someone's crashed. Hugo's crashed. It means Duggan goes up to 16th. That is fantastic. We're about 2 corners behind Garcia at the moment, which isn't great. It looks like it's going to be a dry last couple of laps, which is going to be very interesting. Very interesting to see when people pit and whatnot. But at the moment, everything's going okay. Duggan, once again, mistake, but Georgie Russ Lease is doing us proud out here. Alright, we skipped on a couple of laps here. And Duggan, what is she saying? She's in 15th, she's in the thick of it with what's that, 13th? 13th is in sight. Which there is a gap between her and 12th at the moment. So that's going... It could be going better. Let's be honest. It could be going better. But we just need to keep it on tyre temperatures. But pushing the tyre seems to be the right idea here. It looks like the last 6 laps will be dry. So it's going to be interesting to see what we do. Going to be very interesting. I don't really know what the strategy is here for either driver, if I'm honest. It's an awkward one. Because it looks like it's drying out a lot quicker than when it got wet, if you get what I mean. And we are, what was that, 5 seconds behind second. And I would like to get the sponsor's objective, because, you know, don't want to lose as much money on the races. Like, if we... I think it's like £1 million if we get second from the sponsorships from Guinness. Because we could go on mediums. I feel like maybe one of them could pit in a lot earlier, but come in on mediums, maybe. Maybe just try that with Duggan, potentially. Or is there much point because it's so close to the end of the race? Kane has crashed, not Crone, but Kane. Kane has crashed. I don't really know what to do here. It is now starting to dry out. So this is the peak of the wetness, and it's going to be drying out at the next lap. There's daylight. Georgie Russ is racing in clean air here. Daylight behind him, daylight ahead of him. He looks like he's going okay. Duggan, on the other hand, is kind of in the middle of a pack. So we could bring her in like lap 25 for mediums, potentially. It's going to be very risky because obviously we've got to concentrate on the grip as well. Don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Because I don't want to give up a podium position on Georgie Russ. I think we play it safe on Georgie Russ and go for inters for as long as possible and then get on the softs. But to gain some more places, I might be tempted to go on mediums quite early with Duggan. Then it looks like there's not going to be much grip, so there might not be much point. Don't really know what to do. The tyre temps are warm enough now. Don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It's just such an awkward time to dry out. We're going to have to pits either way because there's no point staying on inters because our tyres will die. Right, people are pitting. Okay, whoa. Someone's done what we were going to do. But other people have gone on softs. Right, Duggan's coming in now in the next lap for the softs. We're not going to put her on the mediums. I think if we're going to put her on the mediums, we'll have to put her in that lap. But we might as well try and follow the trend of what everyone else is doing. Georgie Russ can come in. I mean, he could probably come in this lap as well. But it's not completely dry yet. We'll bring him in possibly in a couple of laps' time. Second's pitted in. So Sargent has pitted in. Oh, it's interesting. It's interesting. Let's get her out the pits. In 17th, well, it looks 18th. It's dried out. Let's pit for slicks. There's no grip, George. It's not dried out completely. First is in the pits. Where's my mouse? Pause it. First is in the pits. Garcia is in the pits. I think if Garcia's in the pits, that's kind of 4-star hands to pit. Realistically. George Russ in 4th. And 3rd even. Sargent's gone past us again. Duggan might be able to get some people here on the mini-map. Oh, not quite. She's come out in 18th, so that's not really worked out for her in particular. But George Russ hasn't lost a position, which isn't been... It's not great, let's be honest. It's not great. Let's push the engine a little bit. Let's just get some heat into the car, let's say. Come on. We need to get some heat into the car. I think Garcia has won it at this point, which means that we'll take Cosworth top of the drivers' constructors table. Remember, we get 2 extra points for fastest lap as well. So, and those fastest lap points could mean anything, especially because at the moment Garcia has got them. Oh wait, second's right there for the taking. Second is right there for the taking. But we're not going to push it just yet. Is he holding his... No, he's proper pushing it. High tyres and high engine. And yet we've managed to catch up to him quite well there. I think he is pulling away now. Yeah, he's pulling away now, but I don't want to mess up a podium finisher. We are 6 seconds ahead now. What the hell's that across the... What the fuck happened there? But second is there. If second makes a mistake, we're going to be right on him. We are going to be right on him. Duggan's in 16th. I think our race is pretty much over. Fastest lap once again for Garcia. She is pushing that car. I think this lap we go for it now. Let's try and get that fastest lap. Or let's see what we can do to try and get a fastest lap. Couldn't get it's a personal lap. It's a good personal lap, but it's not the fastest lap, and we couldn't quite get second. That's not great. So we set 2 good personal laps, but it's still 2 seconds behind Garcia on the fast lap. So I think Garcia is gonna get the fastest lap, but I'm gonna pause it. We can't really go for it because we tried to go for that fastest lap. If second makes a mistake, we are past him and we've got second. But I don't think he is, to be fair. Sargent, I don't know what car he's got, but we're breathing right down his neck here. Final corner. We haven't got the fuel to push for the fine. It's fine. 3rd place, we'll take it. It's a podium finish. Another podium finish for George. 15th for Duggan. She's let herself down. She let herself and the team down today. With that mistake once again at the start of the race. She didn't make a mistake like that in Beijing, which was piss annoying. But it's not the end of the world. We have hit 100 points for the season. I think it was only 5 points, was it, behind Crone? It might be 7 points because she did have fastest lap. And I don't know if that 5 points incorporates the fastest lap or not. So it's hotting up with three races to go. It is hotting up, and hopefully, by the time we come back, because obviously we're doing the next 2 races off camera, because we've already seen a Formula 3 win, like championship win. Already seen that, so we don't really need to do every single I forgot what I was going to say. What was I going to say? Completely forgot. Don't know. Just there it is. Confirmation. 3rd and 15th on the podium for Georgie Russ. Up the boys. Love that. Love that. 2nd in the standings still for George. 2 points behind Garcia, who is now top. 9th for Duggan. And then there it is. 5 points behind. Look at that. We are smashing it. Us and Cosworth. 2 of the top class teams in this division. It's going to be an interesting last 3 races of the season. I'll tell you that much. It's going to be very interesting, to say the least. And for 1, I can't wait. But for 2, I am bricking myself. Because you want to go up first time of asking. Go back into the promised land of Formula 2. But our objective is 2nd. And it looks like we've secured 2nd, pretty much. It looks like we're going to get points at every race. But Cosworth is going to be a tough cookie to crack. Tough nut to crack, I guess you can say. A tough cookie to crumble. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's going to be interesting because we don't have any money to build. Well, we do have that. We can build parts, but I just don't want to be going into too much debt going into the Formula 2 season if we do get promoted. Because I could lower the budget of the car for next year, but I don't want to get relegated again if we get promoted. That's the thing, but it's looking good at the moment. It's like we just need 2 good results. I think 2 good results where we can finish above Cosworth and we can go into that last race of the season. Not there's been pressure, but not a lot of pressure. Not as much pressure as there could be. I keep on yawning. I'm not even that tired. I must be tired because I keep on yawning. Oh dear. But it's fine. We stand. There's nothing to really show you. I think I said that it's Tondela and Phoenix next. And then Vancouver is the last race of the season now in Formula 3. So that's going to be exciting because we're used to Phoenix being last race of the season. But, different location. I don't know if we've done Vancouver yet. I can't remember if we did it in Formula 2, if I'm honest. I can't remember. I don't think we've done it before. But first time lucky, hopefully. First time lucky. It's taken a while to load. There we go. Georgie Russ, what's your morale saying? Look at this. He was moaning at the start of the when he joined us. He was like, I'm listening to new offers. Now he's buzzing. He's absolutely loving life with a 96% morale. Love that. We're still not in debt, which is perfect. I think. Do we have another sponsor? Don't know. Saving once again. Bloody saving once again. I don't know if we've got a sponsor for this race or we had a sponsor for the end of last race. I can't really remember. But yeah, Tondela's next. And then Phoenix. And then Vancouver. I'm nervous. I am nervous. Especially after the good practice and qualifying for Duggan to do that. It's very upsetting. I'd love Garcia on my team. Let's proper butter her up. She looks like a fantastic driver. She's always there or thereabouts. Her teammate lets her down a little bit. If I'm honest, Crone. She has run a race, Crone, but she's a bit like Duggan. She I think she can make a mistake quite often. I'm nervous. I am nervous. Let's end the video on the standings. It's going to be a toughie. It's going to be a toughie. But if you did like that, leave a like, subscribe, and I shall see you for the last race of the season. Thank you very much for watching.